Yes, a Tuesday morning in the city with me, Emmanuel Fashimi, on the program Cities in Sports, where we'll be looking at the whole sporting stories for the day. Yes, the big one is fast approaching March the 5 and 6 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers between the Super Eagles and the Amavubis of Rwanda, and then the other game between the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Yes, the Super Eagles, the camp was opened on Sunday, and the camp is keep growing day by day. After Sunday, as we speak, 21 players are already in camp. Yes, when I say 21 players, authoritatively, just 3 more players to join. And before the end of today, the 3 players will be joining the rest squad.
0.7 Abuja.
Yes, let's go straight to the camp of the Super Eagles, where 21 players are in the Super Eagles Radisson Blue Hotel camp in Kigali ahead of Friday's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda. 12 players reported for duty on the first day of camping Monday. They were joined by 9 other players. The new arrivals are Captain William Truseko, Wilfred Idide, Calvin Bassi, Ademola Lukman. Others are Alexi Wobi, Joe Aribo, Igo Boo, Bright Osei Samuel. Online, 2 more players are still being expected in camp today. Yes, the team will have their first official training session later on tonight with the new coach, Eric Sekwosha. This will be his first training with the Super Eagles in Kigali, Rwanda.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM.
Yes, we will be taking calls this morning on the program Citizen Sports. Calling on the program 090-322-29797, 090-322-205. That is the number to send your WhatsApp message. What do you make of this? The Super Eagles against the Amavubis of Rwanda in Kigali on Friday. Who wins that game? Definitely, let's hear your thoughts. Yes, let's go to Bulgaria and Kosovo, where Nigeria under 18 men's handball team finished second at the IHF Trophies intercontinental phase, following a 34-30 loss to Kosovo after overtime in the final of the competition that was on Sunday in Pristina, Kosovo. A tough match indeed. The team led by coach Emeka Onamani went into this match with determination to avenge an earlier defeat defeat against the host in the first round and prepared quite adequately to us, but they were limited by resolute defense of Kosovo, and despite scoring vital goals, they settled for a pulsating 13-13 in the first half. The second part of the match, Nigeria went into the match outscoring their host and was even leading 26-24, less than 3 minutes to the end of the match, as Christian Foloki and Mustafa Mohammed combined for 13 goals, leading to the lead, but they couldn't hold their own as the host scored too quick as the clock was winding down to force an overtime with the help of Ama Mokwile. And after the overtime of 10 minutes, 5 minutes for each half, the host, encouraged by their fans, won the match 34-30, beating Nigeria by just 4 goals to be crowned champion of the IHF Trophies Intercontinental phase. Yes, in the same competition, the United States of America finished third with a 36-34 win in the bronze medal match against Uzbekistan. Nigeria's Mustafa Mohammed was the top scorer of the competition with 43 goals, followed by 2 Kosovo players, Ama Mokwile, 30 goals, and Granit Kadiri, 29 goals. This is the second time Nigeria will lose in the final, the first in 2019 against Chinese Taipei. They also finished third in the 2023 edition as well. If they have won, they would have qualified. Nigeria would have qualified for the IHF Men's Youth World Championship later on in the year. Just as the under 18 men's handball team lost, also the under 23 men handball team, because the two teams were in Europe. Yes, in the 5th IHF Emerging Nation Championship, Nigeria's under 23 men handball team lost to the United States of America 31-28 in the 3rd place match of the 5th IHF Emerging Nation Championship in Varna, Bulgaria. The coach Solomon Yola's tutored team lost to the United States of America 31-28 in the 3rd place match. After the team had played a 31-31 draw against USA in the opening match of the competition. At the time, the USA, arguably the most experienced team in the competition, had an 18-12 lead at the break, only to falter and save a draw later in the match that ended 31-31. Yes, in the 3rd place match, it was pretty much same in the first half, with USA taking an early lead and Nigeria somehow managed to overturn the result despite their scoring efficiency, plummeting throughout the start of the match. USA goalkeeper Pal Mekovsky also helped USA build this lead as he made some vital save. In their previous matches, the African side, which secured the best finish for any African side at the IHF Men's Emerging Nation Championship, had their teething issues in the first half, being easily outplayed by their opponents, but slowly they got back into their elements as right back Farouk Yusuf, right wing Karim Ajibike, and John Shagari especially helped the team. Shagari in the last 30 minutes of the first half scored 4 times and dished 3 assists to help a struggling Nigeria have a respectable 19-14 loss in the first half of the game. Yes, the United States of America had a better shooting efficiency and converted 83% of their shots, while Nigeria had a 61% shooting efficiency after 30 minutes. In the second half, Lucas Hassan and Jonas Stromberg combined to score 10 goals, while Amal Mitovic and Andrew Dolin, USA top scorer in the first 4 matches, had 5 goals between them, as USA opened the second half with 2 consecutive goals to extend their lead. Nigeria's Farouk Yusuf did his best to counter the USA, scoring 13 goals and taking this overall tally in the competition to 40 goals, the second best in the competition, but it was too late and nothing that could really impact the outcome of the match as they lost 31-28. Nigeria finished fourth against the previous two seventh place finishes they had in the other editions. Meanwhile, Great Britain defeated host Bulgaria 29-25 to be crowned champion of the fifth IHF Emerging Nation Championship. Congratulations to our under 18 men's handball team and also to the under 23 men's team despite those defeats in the final and in the third place match. It was a good outing for both teams. Now let's go straight to the women's football where Heartland Queens forward Endurance Omaraka has expressed team's readiness to improve on their performances in the second stanza of the Nigerian Women's Football League. The Owerri-based club recorded 1 win, 2 draws and 4 defeats in the first stanza. Heartland Queens occupy 6th position on the league table with 5 points from 7 matches. Omaraka assured that the players are determined to up their game in the second stanza of the season. According to her, he said, we look forward to victory against Confluence Queens. The first round was very tight for us and our performances wasn't the best, but the second round we are ready to up our game with extra effort. That means we will go all out with bigger commitment, starting with the reverse fixture in Kogi. Heartland Queens FC of Owerri will battle Confluence Queens in the opening fixture of the second stanza of the league, which starts tomorrow, Wednesday, and we'll be bringing you all of the fixtures that will kickstart the second stanza of the Nigerian Women's Football League. Yes, we will come back to football. Let's go straight to the world of table tennis, where Nigerian table tennis star Aruna Quadri will contest in the maiden WTT contender Chennai in India after he was picked as replacement for German star Dmitry Overtcharov. The WTT contender Chennai is the 5th WTT event of the year and marks the first staging of the series in the city. The event, which has a prize purse of $270,000 will be held at the Jawaharlal Nehru Indoor Stadium, Chennai, India, from March 25th to 30th. Aruna and 9 other players have been confirmed for the men's singles, including his African rival, Egypt Omar Assar. Other players that will be taking part in this competition include Denmark's Jonathan Groth, world number 17, Hugo Caledrano of Brazil, world number 6, and world number 4, Tomakazu Harimoto of Japan. The 36-year-old has played in 2 WTT events this year. Yes, in January, Aruna made it as far as the semi-finals in the WTT Star Contender in Doha, where he lost in straight set to Japanese sensation Tomokazu Harimoto, the world number 6. Last Wednesday, the world number 19 crashed out of the WTT champions Chongqing 2025 after suffering a comprehensive 3-love defeat to world number 2 Wang Chongqing of China in their round of 32 class. Aruna will hope to put up more commanding show in India, and he has been tipped to shine by the world body. Yes, the World Table Tennis Executive Director of event, Moni Bessa, also said the competition is a bold step forward as they expect Aruna and other players to deliver a memorable, spectacular competition in Chennai, India. Yes, we are looking forward to Aruna Kadri doing well in India, in Chennai. All right, let's go to the world of athletics, where World Athletics has released the final entry list for the upcoming World Athletics Indoor Championships. But top Nigerian athletes Toby Amuson, Favour Fili, and Ese Brume are notably absent from Team Nigeria. The prestigious event is set to take place in Nanjing, China from March 21st to 23rd, 2025. In the absence of these star athletes, shot put specialist Chukwuebuka Enekwechi and 400-meter runner Chidi Okezie will lead Nigeria's 9-member squad. Other Nigerian athletes listed for the championship include NCAA Women's Indoor High Jump Champion Temitope Adesina, African Indoor Record holder in the men's 400-meter Ezekiel Nathaniel, and Paris Olympic finalist Prestina Ochunogo. The team is completed by Edidion Udo, James Onwuka, Ifeanyi Ojeli, and Joshua Caleb. Yes, the Nigerian contingent consists of 7 male and 2 female athletes competing primarily in high jump, long jump, 400-meter shot put, and the men's 4x400-meter relay race. According to World Athletics, the championship will feature 576 athletes from 127 countries, including 11 individual defending champions and 20 Paris 2024 Olympic medalists. The participants include 264 women and 312 men defending champions from the last edition in Glasgow, set to compete in Nanjing, including world record holders Mundo Duplantis, pole vault, Devon Charlton, 60 meters hurdles, and Grant Holloway, 60 meters hurdles, as well as Mole Kadri, pole vault, Tisige Duguma to 800 meter, Hamish Kerr, high jump, Tie Laffen, triple jump, Sarah Mitton, shot put, Nicola Olis Lagias, high jump, Milatadis Tenkoglolu, long jump, and Hugues Fabrice Zango, triple jump. Yeah, several of these champions in the last edition, Duplantis, Holloway, Kerr, Lanford, and Tentkoglu went on to win Olympic gold medal in Paris last year. They will be joined by fellow Olympic champions Yaroslava Mahuchik, high jump, and Jacob Igabristin, 1,500 meters and 300 meters race, who are also world record holders. Among the notable home athletes in action will be China's Olympic and 2-time world shot put champion Gong Li Jiao and 2-time global triple jump medalist Zuhe Yaming. Yes, the number to call in. The question is how far and how well do you think Super Eagles will go in these two games against the Amafubis of Rwanda and the Warriors of Zimbabwe? The number to call is 0903 222 or send us a WhatsApp message on the number 0818 2222 205 0818 2222205 or call in 0903 222 All right, we are going back to the camp of the Super Eagles where they will begin preparation earnestly for their 2026 World Cup qualifying match against Rwanda on Tuesday, that is today, with their first training section feast in anticipation of more players in the team's camp. Nigeria opened camp in Kigali on Sunday with coach Eric Hoshel and his assistant Daniel Ogumodede, as well as Fidelis Ilechukwu, and 6 players hitting the team's base first ahead of Friday's encounter. The first 6 players in camp were Galatasaray forward Victor Osimhen, newly invited gang striker Tolu Arukodare, Bruno Onyemaechi, Remo Stars goalkeeper Kayode Obankole, Tanzania-based Amos Obasogie, and Niger Tornadoes midfielder Papa Daniel Mustafa. However, the number of players didn't grow beyond 6 as at Monday afternoon, and they were engaged in a gym session by the fitness trainer. More players were expected in the camp. More players hit the camp last night, and increasing the number to 21 as we started giving you the number of players in camp. But as we speak, the likes of Moses Simon, Victor Boniface, Rafael Onyedika, Jordan Toruniga, Stanley Nwabali, Samuel Chukwueze, Bright Osai Samuel, and Iho Ogbu, all of them are in camp. And as of Tuesday, that is this morning, the number of players in camp has risen to 21. Yes, the program is Citizen Sports with me, Manu Fashimi, the sports senator. Let's talk about one of the newly invitees to the Super Eagles team. That is Igo Ogbu. He has revealed that he turned down an opportunity to represent Norway and waited for the time to fulfill his dream of playing for Nigeria. Ogbu, who was part of the Flying Eagles squad in 2019, had moved to Norway in 2018 and got a chance to represent European country during his final season with Lillestrøm. After leaving Gombe United in 2018, Ogbu played for 5 clubs, 4 in Norway, before moving to Czech Republic to join Slavia Prague for a record 2.5 million euros fee in January 2023. Reflecting on his decision to reject Norway, Ogbu shared that it was a deeply personal choice guided by his late father's wishes. There was a chance to play for Norway in my last season with Lillestrøm, but I always knew what I would also get my chance with the Super Eagles. His fate was eventually rewarded this year as he was named in Coach Eric Shell's 23-man squad for the crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Yes, congratulations to you, Ogbu, for making the right decision. Yes, former Super Eagles head coach, that is now the coach of Benin Republic, Gennett Roy. Yes, he's saying he's talking tough. He said that Coach Gennett Roy has expressed his desire to retain their top spot at the top of the 2026 World Cup qualifying Group C with 7 points just behind South Africa and Rwanda on goal difference. Roy's team will be in Durban, South Africa to take on Zimbabwe in their 5th game of the series on Thursday before returning to their adopted base in Abidjan for a clash against South Africa next Tuesday. Ahead of the encounters, Roy said he was surprised to see his team among the leaders but fancies their chances to to stay top at the end of the incoming international window. He said it's really a surprise one for me that we, Benin Republic, Rwanda, and South Africa are the leaders after the 4 opening rounds of matches in this tough Group C. Aroa, we won our 2 last games in Abidjan, and now we are going to play away against Zimbabwe in Durban, and the next against South Africa in Abidjan on March 25th. It may be a surprise, but we are here, top of Group C, and want to stay here and do even better. After 4 matches, Rowers men have won 2 matches, including a 2-1 win against Nigeria last June. They have also drawn 1 match while also losing 1. Meanwhile, Nigeria are 5th in the same group with just 3 points, having failed to win any matches in the series. Out of 4 games, Nigeria had 3 draws and 1 loss. Under new coach Eric Chell, the Super Eagles will also face Rwanda in Kigali on Friday, while a home fixture against bottom place Zimbabwe also awaits in Uyo next Tuesday. Let's take a trip to the Nigerian Premier Football League, where Shooting Stars of Ibadan 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League title ambitions seem to have derailed, but Coach Benga Ogubate is still optimistic that the Ibadan-based outfit can celebrate something at the end of the season. Winless in their last 7 matches, 3SC have seen their fortunes dwindle in the current campaign, dropping from the 2nd spot on the table to the 6th position after match day 29. Their last result was a 2-0 loss against relegation threatened Aqua United in Uyo. That was on Sunday. The Oluyole Warriors, as they are called, have 43 points so far this time, 2 points below the last continental spot occupied by 3rd place Rangers International, who are the defending champions of the league. They won it last season, and for Rangers they have 45 points, just as Ikorodu City and Abia Warriors sit above 3SC. From being 8 points behind Remo Stars, 3SC are now 14 points behind the leaders, and Ogubata seems to have shifted ambition of the team. He said, we have 9 games to determine that. We have played 7 games without a win. It could be any other team. When we pick up, maybe some other teams will still flop too, so we will fight until the end. He also lamented the loss against the Promise Keepers in Uyo. He said, it is unfortunate, we did everything possible, but sometimes you have careless moments. This wasn't the true picture of the game, but we lost. All we need to do is to go back, see where we got it wrong, and get back to winning ways. Ogumbate's side will hope to bounce back from their recent poor run of form when they host Niger Tornadoes in Ibadan on March day 30. Yes, the program is Citizen Sports, reaching you from 93.7 Abuja with me, Manuel Fashebe. Still talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League. Bayelsa United Technical Director Landon Boso believes that his team still have a chance of picking a continental ticket. Boso pointed that with victories in the remaining matches of the season, just 9 matches, or a triumph at the 2025 President Federation's Cup, his team will play in the continent next season. Bayelsa United occupy 13th position on the league table with 37 points. The Prosperity Boys will take on Nigeria National League side Oshu United in round 32 of the President Federation's Cup, which that game will come up today. Why not? He said, if we can get all our points in the remaining home matches, there is every likelihood that we'll get to the continent, even the league title, boasted. And if we get something from the President Federation's Cup, that will equally be good for us. Well, let's see how that will happen. 13th on the table, and you are dreaming. Yes, still on NPFL, Sunshine Stars of Akure savaged a 2-2 draw with visiting Plateau United in the NPFL match day 29 encounter. The visitors took the lead as early as the 9th minute via Vincent Mitokwe before Stephen Chukwudi equalized on the 18 minutes of action. At the half-hour mark, Plateau United regained their lead via Sabat Mancha's effort. With 66 minutes played, the hosts pulled the equalizer again, courtesy of an own goal by Anthony Wandioha. With the result, the winner Whalers are still in the relegation zone with 33 points after 29 matches. Yes, Plateau United leapfrog Heartland FC of Owerri to the 15th position with 35 points and -1 goal difference after the 2-2 draw against Sunshine Stars of Akure. Sunshines are 17th on the Nigerian Premier Football League table with 33 points, with Remo Stars at the top of the table having 57 points after match day 29. Rivers United are second, who won away in El Kaneme, that is in Maiduguri, with 49 points. Enugu Rangers are third with 45 points, with Kurudu City on the same number of points with Enugu Rangers, but goal difference of 12 and 9 separating both teams. Abia Warriors are fifth with 44 points, and Shooting Stars of Ibadan, a team that were second before now, are now sixth on the Nigerian Premier Football League table after match day 29 with 43 points. And you are hearing from Benga Gubata, the coach, that yes, they can fight it till the end. In their last 7 matches, there have been no win. And Kano Pillars are 7th with 43 points, followed by Enyimba on the 8th position with 42 points. Niger Tornadoes are 9th with 40 points, with Academy occupying the 10th position with 40 points. Kwara United are 11th with 39 points. Bendel Insurance are 12th with 38 points, with Bayelsa United on the 13th position, where Landon Boso is dreaming of a continental ticket. That yes, 9 matches to the end of the season. He says if we can win all the 9 matches, definitely they will be celebrating something at the end of the season, or probably they can be crowned champions of the President FA Cup, the oldest competition in Nigeria, and that will fetch them a continental ticket. Katsina United are 14th, Plateau United are 15th, while Lobby Stars at the bottom of the Nigerian Premier Football League table with just 23 points and -16 goal difference. But the team from Makurdi. Yes, we go to Uyo, where the Aqua United assistant coach Ifeanyi Nwanchukwu has assured fans of the club that the team will escape the drop zone, the drop at the end of the 2024-2025 NPFL season. The Promise Keepers defeated Shooting Stars 2-0 in March Day 29 of the league to keep their survivor hopes alive. In a post-match reaction after that game, the former SKEFC of Port Harcourt head coach believes that their upcoming away league game with Kwara United is a must-win. That is in March Day 30. According to his words, he said there are smiles on the faces of everybody. The boys are trying, and in every game there is improvement. We also believe but that there is hope for us to escape relegation if we continue like this. We are very optimistic to escape relegation. We are hopeful that we'll get something in Ilorin. We have resolved not to drop any points again, both home and away. We can't win only home matches. We must go away and get results to move out of the relegation zone. Aqua United are placed 19th in the 19th position with 31 points after 29 games and will battle Kwara United in March Day 30 of the league this coming weekend. Yes, the Nigerian Premier Football League is entering March Day 30 of the season. Yes, it's a big one. Yes, teams have started fighting 4 points. All right, let's go straight to the Nigerian National League, the most important league, they call it, in the country, where domestic football action in the Nigerian Second Tier League, the Nigerian National League, is set to resume from the second stanza of the 2024-2025 season with highly mouth-watering fixtures as the most competitive league in the country. The 36 clubs will battle fiercely, some aiming for a prestigious spot in the Super 8, others fighting to maintain their league status, while some will be desperate to escape relegation. With the open transfer window allowing teams to reinforce their squads, the competition promises to even be more intense in the second half of the season. Crown FC of Ogbomoso, Kun Khalifa FC, Wiki Tories of Bauchi, and Yobe Desert Stars of Damaturu currently lead their respective conferences, but they will face fierce opposition as the race for glory intensifies. We have Conference A, Conference B, Conference C, and Conference D. Yes, beyond players' acquisitions, tactical shift will also shape the season's outcome. Several clubs have made bold coaching changes. The likes of Solution FC parted ways with Emmanuel Dutch. Gombe United beat farewell to Balani Q. Barao FC moved on from Salisu Yusuf, and Gabriel Ezema left Inter Lagos. Kada Warriors and ABS of Ilorin have also undergone managerial overhauls, with Encho Anthony now leading ABS and Danlame Kwasau Uma, the new coach in Kada Warriors. The stage is set for a thrilling showdown in the league's final stretch as the NNL returns with a bang. Fans can expect nothing less than intense football, tactical masterstrokes, and a battle for supremacy in the Nigeria most unpredictable league. At the end of the season, 8 teams will battle it out for the Super 8, and 1 team will win the league. Now let's go back to the Nigerian Super Eagles team camp, where the Nigerian Football Federation has rallied the Super Eagles to go for victory in their upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying fixtures against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. The Super Eagles will look to secure their first win in the qualifiers, where they take on the Bees of Rwanda at the Amahoro Stadium, Kigali, on Friday. Eric's side will also lock horns with the Warriors of Zimbabwe at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo next Tuesday. That is 7 days away from now. With the Super Eagles sitting in 5th position in Group C with 3 points from 4 games, NFF stated that it is important for the team to secure maximum points from the 2 games. The body also demanded total support for the team in their quest to qualify for the World Cup. The executive committee charged the players to go all out for the 6 points in both matches to boost Nigerians' hopes of qualification, as read in a communique at the end of the NFF executive meeting. It also called on all Nigerians to support and encourage the team in whatever fair and proper way they can do that in order to guarantee victory in both matches. Yes, you heard it from the NFF. Support the Super Eagles to go all out for victory. Yes, KRC gang forward, Tolu Arokodare says he was confident his invitation to the Super Eagles will come soon. Arokodare was consistently overlooked under Super Eagles interim head coach Austin Cerezo Guevon despite his impressive scoring form at Belgian Pro League side. KRC Gang, the 24-year-old, has registered 17 goals and 5 assists in 30 league appearances for the Smurfs this season. The forward will get the chance to make his debut for the Super Eagles against the Amavubis of Rwanda on Friday. Arokodare declared that he is honored with his maiden invitation. The first, I was surprised. I felt very honored to be mentioned amongst the 39 players. It was quite surprising. He told NFF TV, I knew it was coming. Because I was doing pretty well and I was hoping that it would come, and it did come, and I felt like a winner already. I already had it at the back of my mind that even I didn't get to make the final 23-man list, that I have achieved something. Being in the final 23 also, I just felt really blessed and very grateful. It means a lot to me. That is according to Tolu Arokodare, a man with 17 goals and 5 assists this season in Belgium. Yes, head coach of Mali national team, that is the Eagles of Mali, Tom Saintfiet, has said that it would be a big shock. Indeed, a big shock and disappointment if Nigerian Super Eagles fail to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Yes, not for only Tom Saintfiet, also every Nigerian. It's going to be a shocker for us not to go to the World Cup, missing it back to back. According to Saintfiet, he said it's going to be a big shock if the Super Eagles of Nigeria will not be there. He also labeled the Super Eagles as the best team in Africa for the past 4 years. It will be sad if the strongest team in Africa doesn't qualify. The Super Eagles are currently not only now, but for the last 3 or 4 years, the best team in Africa. Tom Saintfiet said it will be a big disappointment, a big shock if Nigeria don't qualify with this potential, with these quality players. With all due respect to the other opponents, South Africa have a very good coach and a good team, but Nigeria have so much quality, so they have to do everything. They have to catch up on the points they lost. In that group, I think they will qualify. Nigeria has struggled in the first 4 matches of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The Super Eagles failed to win a game and are 5th position in Group C behind Rwanda, South Africa, Benin Republic, and Lesotho. Eric Shell's side will face Rwanda and Zimbabwe in their next games. Yeah, those games will be coming up Friday and Tuesday next week. Come on, boys. It's going to be a shocker if we don't go to the World Cup. Let's take a trip to Europe and stop over in Spain first, where Atletico Madrid president Enrique Cerezo has hit back at Real Madrid's goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, asking the former Chelsea man to shut up. Cerezo was reacting to the Belgians' criticism of Atletico Madrid's response to a controversial VAR decision in last week's UEFA Champions League round of 16 meeting with Real Madrid. The Spanish city rivals met in the last 16 of the competition with Los Blancos going through after a penalty shootout. After a 2-2 draw scoreline on aggregate score over the 2 legs. The high point of the game came during the penalty shootout when Julian Alvarez's spot kick was cancelled. The Argentine international was adjudged to have notched the ball lightly with 1 foot before he scored with the other. The decision angered Atletico players and staff, but Courtois played down his former club protest, saying, "I am tired of the eternal sacrificial mentality where they always have to cry over such things." Cerezo, not impressed, shot back at Courtois. The Atletico president said Courtois has to shut up. He should be grateful to have been with Atletico Madrid. He must do as he did with us. Be a gentleman. Courtois was with Atletico Madrid for 3 seasons on loan at Atletico from Chelsea. About the incident, Cerezo added, "I don't like VAR. But I'm not just saying that now. I've always said it. I'm not criticizing VAR, but the other day's error, because it is not the referee's error, it is the VAR's error. I don't know where they saw that ball touched a player's leg twice. VAR is conflicting tool. It is unsafe, and above all, we all believe it was introduced to make football fairer. But I believe it's been introduced to make it more and more unfair." Do you support Cerezo? We will be taking your calls on the show come tomorrow. We'll talk about this particular incident. You believe this? Former Real Madrid midfielder James Rodriguez has said that the likes of Zinedine Zidane, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Xavi were no match to him in his prime. Rodriguez claimed that in his prime he was better than the midfielders I just mentioned, who are widely regarded as the greatest in the position. The former Everton midfielder said this while speaking to Edu Aguirre's Los Amigos de Edo, where he put himself over Zinedine Zidane, even though the Frenchman won the FIFA World Cup. He said Zidane was very good. In his prime, he won the World Cup. But James, in my prime, James, he repeated the same response when asked to pick between himself and Modric, Kroos, and Xavi. About his move to Santiago Bernabeu after the 2014 FIFA World Cup, the Colombian said during the World Cup, George Mendes told me that Real Madrid wanted me. He warned me and said, don't lose focus. Okay. And that gave me more strength. Right after that was the game against, game against Japan. That was when I came on and scored a goal. Then against Uruguay, I scored 2 goals. Rodriguez played 125 matches for Real Madrid and scored 37 goals while assisting 42 times. Do you believe this man? He says he is better than Xavi, Luka Modric, Zinedine Zidane. Wow. Yes, our time is gradually winding down on the program Citizen Sports, are reaching you from 93.7 Abuja. Yes, let's go back to the women's football, where we have games, semi-final games in the UEFA Women's Champions League game today. Yes, Real Madrid women will be at home to welcome Arsenal ladies, while Bayern Munich in Germany we entertain the team that has won the Women's Champions League more than any other team, that is Lyon. So these 2 games will be coming up tonight in the UEFA Women's Champions League semi-finals. Will Arsenal women make it to the final? They have a date with Real Madrid ladies. The ladies are not doing well as the men, but good one so far. They are in the semi-final, where Bayern Munich will be hosting the team that has won it more than any other team in the Women's UEFA Champions League. We'll be bringing you those results in our tomorrow's show. Yes, let's go back to the biggest franchise in the world. That is NBA, the basketball now, where American basketball point guard Stephen Curry last night made NBA history during the Golden State Warriors clash with Denver Nuggets at home. Curry had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals during the game. The 37-year-old also had a 5/16 shooting from the field in his first 23 minutes of playing time. Stephen Curry has passed Tini Akibal for 29th in the NBA's all-time assist list. The Golden State Warriors wrote on their X handle, Curry is known for his shooting, but he's also one of the top passers in the NBA today. He came into the night with average of 24.3 points, 4.4 rebounds, 6.1 assists, and 1.1 steals per contest, while shooting 44.7% from the field and 39.6% from the 3-point range in 58 games. Meanwhile, the final score for the match ended 105 for Warriors and 114 for Nuggets at Chase Center. Nuggets currently sit third position on the NBA standings with 43 wins, 25 losses, while Warriors are sixth with 39 wins and 28 losses. All right, this is where we'll be leaving it on the program Citizen Sports this morning. On Citizen Sports with me, Emmanuel Fashime, the Sports Senator. The program will return back tomorrow, same time, on the station 93.7 Abuja.
Fire machines all around the perimeter of the pitch, punch out flames. The Newcastle United War Flags group have passed a giant banner up to the top of the lower tier, which has got a nod to some of the previous trophy successes that the club has had over the years. Long time ago, obviously, a white banner with some images of some of the cups Newcastle won in the past. And there is a banner on the pitch with the black and white of Newcastle United, the club crest. Bruno, Isak and Gordon suspended today. They are all on there. And now it's time. Newcastle United's 17th appearance at Wembley. They've lost 5 domestic finals here since they won in 55. This time needs to be different. And we are underway on Fabian Schär. Trademark crossfield ball, but this time headed away by Liverpool. Then Barnes has got it, links up with Isak. Here goes Harvey Barnes, plays in Isak wide of goal, left side of the penalty area. Barnes down in the middle of the box. Isak back to Tonali, who takes a touch, lines up the shot. Tonali just wide of Kelleher's left-hand post, mid-height from Tonali, took it on away from his man, just at the back of the D. Couldn't test the goalkeeper. Big moment for Newcastle. But Van Dijk covering to come across and make the right decision. Now Luis Diaz in for Liverpool. Nick Pope, brilliant. And the flag's up anyway.
Yeah, he looked offside.
Nick Pope, though, had to react. And as Liverpool, through Luis Diaz, tried to get in, Pope at the edge of the penalty box was strong, made a clean challenge, a clean win of the ball. And Newcastle United are awarded a free kick anyway for the offside. Trying to put it right after the pain of 2 years ago. Good ball, Jacob Murphy to Barnes on the left, Livramento on the outside. Barnes carrying it to the edge of the box. Where does he go here? He's got 2 to take on the outside. Then the cross from Barnes. Here's Isak, blocked, and Trippier blocked. Referee and assistant say corner kick. Harvey Barnes lively. Here's the corner from the right, floated to the back of the box. Dan Burn, Kelleher with the ball in his hands.